expand the bracket, so it's just over the page. Just over the page from what we were looking at a minute ago. So, what do we notice about the term in front of the bracket this time, Madison? It's negative. Right, so this is where we've got to be really careful and think about the signs that we're using. So, we would multiply them as normal. So let's imagine, just ignore the sign for now. So we've got 5p multiplied by 6d. So 5p multiplied by 6d. Georgie, what would that give us?
33p.
Good girl. Okay, now once we've done the multiplying, we have to say, right, we need to look at the signs. What's the sign of the 5p? That's negative. What's the sign of the 6p? Positive. Are they the same or different?
Different.
So what sign do we have to put here? A negative. Yes? Awesome.
Yes.
Right, again, the next one, we're going to ignore the signs for now. We're going to do 5p multiplied by 7. Maya, what would we have as 5p multiplied by 7?
45.
Careful.
35p.
35p. 35p. Now we have to decide which sign goes in between those things. So we look at the sign of the 5p, we know that's negative. What's the sign of the 7? Fasika, what sign is it? Remember, this belongs to it. It's negative. Okay, so this one was negative. This one was negative. So what's our value? What's our sign going to be here? A plus sign. Okay, so the thing with algebra is yes, it means subtract, but we want to take it as a negative sign. Okay, so this, whatever sign is in front of the number or letter, belongs to that to it. Okay, so the sign to the left of it is what belongs to it. So because the 5p was negative and the 7 was negative, it means we put a plus sign in between. Okay? So this last one, the only difference here is we've got 3 things in the bracket. So that just means that all 3 of them have to be multiplied by 2. So we've got 2 lots of 9a. Abby, is it a question or are you trying to answer it? Sure.
18a for the first one, because 2 times 9 is 18 plus your a. And then take away 6b because 3 times 2 is 6, and then you have to read plus 2d.
Good girl.
Because 2 times d.
Oh, awesome. So, now on some occasions we may be asked to expand an expression. And if there are now like terms, so remember our joining like terms lesson the other day, we need to simplify the expression. So, you'll see words that say expand and simplify if possible. So here's our first question, here's our example, 11t plus 2 plus 3 bracket 7 minus 2t. Okay, there's a lot of stuff there. I've written here, note that the first 2 terms are not attached to the bracket. Can you all see that?
Oh, the third one.
So here, the 11t plus 2 is nothing to do with this bracket, yes? But do we see that the 3 is attached to it? Yes? So that means that we're only having to multiply the 3 by these 2 terms. This 11t and the 2 stay where they are. Right, yeah, just checking out the right way. So I'm going to leave my 11t plus 2 for now. And I'm going to do my expansion. So we double check, is our 3 positive or negative? Positive. Okay, so we have to have that in our mind. So we've got 3 multiplied by 7. 21. So we're going to write plus 21 because they're positive. Yes? Then we're going to do 3 multiplied by 2t. What's 3 multiplied by 2t? 6t. And is it going to be a plus or a minus sign in between them? Why?
The minus equals.
Good, because we've got 2 different signs. Be careful, try to talk about the different signs rather than... Anyway. Alright, so we've expanded it. Brilliant, we're awesome. But we now have to simplify if possible. So we have to say to ourselves, are there any like terms? So, I can see I've got an 11t here. Are there any other terms that are t? Yes.
16.
So be careful here. Remember to include the sign. Okay, remember I suggested to put shapes around them. So you're going to read this as 11t take away 6t. Do you all see that? 11t take away 6t. Kyle, what's 11t take away 6t?
5.
5t. Good girl. Don't forget the t stays with it. Yes? And then I've got some numbers. I've got a plus 2 and a plus 21. So that means I can join those together as well, can't I? So 2 plus 21 is, so we're going to write plus 23. And that's our final answer. Okay? So this kind of question would probably be worth 2 marks. You'd get 1 if you got this line, and then the second mark with that one. But going from the second to the third line, well, is not too taxing. I would hope that you wouldn't get to do that because that would be a mark loss unnecessarily. There's just a couple more examples and I'll get you back to doing some work. Okay, which is attached to the bracket here? Is it the 6 and the takeaway 3? What's the deal? Georgie? Good. Just the, and remember this is a negative 3. Okay, so just the negative 3 is attached to the 2 to the bracket. So our 6 is going to stay on its own.
Does that mean we don't do 6 and take away 3?
Correct, you don't. Because again, what's the rules of maths? We always follow fed maths. Alright, so we deal with our brackets first.
Do you deal with the 6 take away 3 last?
Well, we're going to keep our 6 on its own in a similar way that we just left our 11t and 2 on their own. We're going to leave our 6 all on its own for now. Okay, so we've kept him there. We're now going to expand the bracket. So you've got to be careful here because we're expanding with a negative value. Okay, so there's lots of things to think about here. So we're doing 3 multiplied by 2p. 3 multiplied by 2p. Abby?
Negative 6p.
Oh, good, you told me the sign as well. Negative
But
6p.
since that's a positive and a negative, you keep it as a negative.
Correct, awesome. And then we've done that bit. Now we need to do this bit. So we're thinking 3 multiplied by 8. Sarah, what's that?
24
24. And now we have to check whether we're going to put a plus or a minus.
plus,
Why are we going to put a plus?
because a negative and a negative equals a positive.
Good, we've got both the same signs there, haven't we? Yes? So we've expanded it, we're awesome. We now need to simplify it though. So are there any terms that are like terms?
Yes, 6
Yes,
and
the
24.
6 plus 24. So 6 plus 24 is
37.
Oh,
32.
oh,
30.
29.
No.
it's 30.
Sorry, I thought. Oh yeah, because it's 21. Oh
I
my
put
God.
32
I'm
on
so
there.
glad.
Alright, so we've got 30 take away 6p. You could have negative 6p plus 30 if you wish. Either are correct. Last example. Now, what we've got here are 2 brackets, okay? So, what we have to do here is we have to deal with them separately. Because this 2t in the front belongs to this bracket, and this 5t belongs to this bracket.
And we're added by.
Okay, and then they're being added together afterwards. So we're going to deal with them separately. So I've done them in colour code. So I've kept my left-hand side with red and my right-hand side blue. So let's deal with my left-hand side first. So I've got 2t multiplied by 4, which gives us 8t, awesome. And then 2t multiplied by t is
8 means a class.
2t
Square.
squared. And then what sign am I going to put in between? Minus, because this is positive and this is negative. Okay,
Oh, and you can do T and T.
hang on, let's do the right-hand side now.
Got it.
So then we've got 5t multiplied by 2t. 5t multiplied by 2t, what's that, Georgie? 10
To the power of 2.
Good girl, Kaya. Why is it to the power of 2, Kaya?
Because it's the 2 t's in the
Good, we've got t times t, yeah? And what sign are we going to put in front of that? Plus, good, because they're both positive. And then we've got 5t multiplied by 7.
35t.
Oh,
And then you're going to put a plus.
And a plus because they're both positive. You guys are rocking today. And now we're going to have to join our like terms. So I can see that I've got an 8t here and a plus 35t.
Ooh, and that
Okay.
makes
So what's 8t plus 35t?
35t squared.
Be careful, we're adding them, Sarah. So we've got 8t,
42. Oh, 43.
43t. Not t squared, remember the sign doesn't change.
And then 2t squared.
Now, be careful here though, Casita, because look, what's the sign in front of this one?
Negative.
It's a negative. So, we are starting at -2. So picture the number line, starting at -2.
8.
And we're adding on 10. Good girl, Sarah. So it's going to be plus 8t squared. And there we have it.
You